Hello, you guys. Good evening. Thank you for joining another live stream. Today is all about Eurovision 2025 second rehearsals, a day 8 recap and reaction covering the Big Five and Switzerland. Can you guys hear us? Let us know if you can hear us. We are so excited to be with you. Oh my goodness. Now, let me tell you, today was day 1 of our House of Helvetia, our fan event here in Basel. And it was absolutely amazing. We loved seeing so many of you. The stars came out. Who performed, Suzanne? Or rather appeared?
Gosh, up first this morning, we had Albania, Beatrice, Cola, and Beatrice's beautiful mother, who actually, oh my gosh, y'all, she is the seamstress behind their outfits. Like Cola literally said, if it weren't for Beatrice's mother, he'd be naked.
Yeah. Beatrice's mother was something else, an absolute queen. She got very emotional when we shouted out to her and discussed her role in Beatrice's journey. It was significant. After Albania, we had Laura Thorne.
Yes, we did.
La Poupée Montluçon. That interview, she's so fluent in Slay. She just has this energy, this natural charisma and bubbliness. I absolutely loved meeting her.
There's an ease to her. It's like it all comes easy for her, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And she's just so engaging and lovely. And today, I believe she confirmed that there will be more music coming from Laura Thorne.
Absolutely. Third up was Croatia's Marko Boznac. He was very candid and very direct. People called him a Satanist for liking Lady Gaga, so he is now serving them poison cake.
Which is, I think that we've all wondered exactly what does this poison cake mean? And today we learned that poison cake is karma.
Yes.
It's karma.
Indeed, it is karma, and people can take a bite of his poison cake. I'm just fixing this light because I don't feel like we are.
I've had this weird thing going on with my hair all day today. Okay, anyway.
In any case, and then rounding out the day was Napa. Napa from Portugal. They gave a beautiful acoustic performance. It was just really touching. They talked about loss, isolation, and what it means for them to be representing their country at the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. Dave Fielding says, Marco was fantastic. Loved the interview. Thank you so much. It's available here on the Wee Wee Blogs YouTube channel. We're going to shout out quickly to some folks. Juanita from France. Nice to see you. Welcome. Oh, Freddie said it was Is
that our Freddie?
No, this is a different Freddie, but he said it was great at Helvetia. Thank you. Please do come back. We will be back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday even.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, indeed. And those interviews are available on the Wee Wee Blogs YouTube channel. Now, I quickly want to show you, we give each of the artists who attends, or rather Helvetia gives each artist, a Helvetia goodie bag. Yes.
They are loving what's in those bags.
Well, Suzanne, why don't we do a reveal before we turn to second rehearsals? Let's show you what is in the bag. Ooh.
A Helvetia water bottle so that you stay hydrated.
We have a first aid kit.
That can come in handy. Everybody's always looking for a Band-Aid, right?
Especially at Eurovision. Cuts everywhere. Oh my goodness. Triangular bandages. We have an emergency blanket.
How does that work?
Girl, don't blow it up right now. Don't blow it up.
That could really come in handy on a snow day.
We've got some gauze for deep wounds. We've got medical tape in case we need to push down one of them bandages.
Alcohol pads to clean the area,
70%.
Whatever area it might be.
Be careful where you wipe it.
And everybody always needs some safety pins,
Safety pins.
those sewing kit, medical kit.
And look at this gorgeous gauze swab. Wow, for all your wounds. And then there's some other bandages, more alcohol pads. I'm going to put this back in because...
Take the emergency blanket so that I don't.
It's amazing that there's an emergency blanket.
You never know when you're going to need an emergency blanket, for real, like sitting on an airplane.
Thank you so much, Helvetia.
What else is in there?
Safe. Oh, girl, there's more. We have these delicious treats. These are Helvetia sweets.
Oh my goodness.
Jacob's Basler Leckerli. Leckerli is a traditional Basel sweet. And I think Suzanne is going to open one right now.
No, I'm not right now.
Well, I'll eat it then, because girl, I'm hungry.
Can we come back to this?
No, I want to eat. Let's see. We're just going to open this and then we're going to dive in. Smells like gingerbread. Jacob's Basler Leckerli.
While he's opening that and tearing a piece off for both of us, you have a Helvetia umbrella, yellow, the color of sunshine, because when the rain goes away, the sunshine comes in.
This is so well packaged, I can't open it.
You have, what is this? Is this like a cap opener, a bottle opener?
Let's see.
Wine?
Oh, wow. It looks like a booze opener, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, would you like a Leckerli? Would you like a Leckerli?
Yes. Y'all have been asking for a mukbang, and the sibling duo, we're going to give you one together.
Can I Google what this is?
Right now.
Jacob's Basler Leckerli. Jacob's Basler's Leckerli. Okay, this is manufactured in Leiden. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, essentially they're sweets.
They're made fresh by hand.
Since 1753, this Basel-based family business has been baking sweets.
It's one of the 30th oldest companies in somewhere. Okay, shall we?
Smells like gingerbread. Mmm. Mmm.
You know what? It is gingerbready. And you know what I love about this? It's not too sweet.
Powdered sugar on top?
Okay. So now...
that was nice.
Those are good.
Oh, no good.
We also, in the goodie bag for the artist, we have this, I'm going to call it an all-weather printed head cover. So if you're cold, you can cover your ears. If you need to push your hair back, you can push your hair back. So versatile, this piece.
Gorgeous.
And lastly... there is, oh my word,
a beautiful shirt made for Eurovision.
a Helvetia golf shirt. It's colors of the rainbow.
And it says Eurovision Song Contest Basel 2025 on the back. Well, that was a journey.
How lovely is that? Thank you, Helvetia, for taking care of the artists. Truly.
Can I say something? On Monday, they're gonna start selling these for around 20 euros. So if you want one, you can buy them at Helvetia.
Truly one of the best hosts we've ever been able to partner with. Thank you, Helvetia.
Thank you, Helvetia. Thank you so much. I have to interrupt, though, with some breaking news. And by breaking news, I mean a YouTube update. Our reaction to Spain's Melody is going live on our YouTube channel in 10 minutes. Just in case you're a huge Melody fan, check that out. We are, of course, going to review these acts right now. Okay, so...
Here's my water.
Your water? Is this your water? All right.
A Helvetia sparkling water.
Oh my goodness.
Also provided to the act.
Lil Catherine says, I need that shirt. That's so cool. And indeed, the material seems like it wicks moisture, so you will stay cool. It's very breathable. Yeah. Very Firebird. Oh, I love that. All right. We've got to talk about Eurovision, though, guys. We got to talk about Eurovision. Welcome, Puri Puri. Greetings from Spanish. We love you, wee wees. Oh, thank you from Los Wee Wees. We love you. Oh my goodness. Konnichiwa, Tokyo. Seth Magdi says, hello from Tokyo. My insane insomnia has me up at 4 a.m. Finally making a live chat. Why can't you sleep, Seth? What's on your mind?
Seth, you're awfully handsome.
The photos... Our man is giving face and intellectualism. Seth, tell us why you can't sleep, hunty.
And actually, I want to know why we've renamed Tokyo Tokiwa.
I didn't see Tokiwa.
Oh, you said Tokiwa.
No, I said Konnichiwa. Girl, Peter Svala says, what is happening over here? There are two other Suzanne, you're shaking the table. Girl, oh my God, this is chaos. This is chaos. But Peter Svala says,
this is what happens when you put the two of us in a house with Bernardo and Sinan.
A safety pin, the most important thing for Eurovision backstage. Absolutely.
100%.
You guys, why don't we... Oh, hello from Galati, Romania. We hope you are back soon, too. Now, look, we really do need to start talking about Eurovision, guys. Let's please open up tonight's video with a discussion of Switzerland, the host country of the Eurovision Song Contest. Zoë Më, Voyage, we missed a super chat. Thank you, Dave. This super chat is from Lee Fern. Good evening, guys. A little something to put towards your hard work. Honestly, I don't know where you find the time. It must be so stressful at times. Amen. Hallelujah. It's stressful when your hobby becomes stressful, because your hobby is supposed to be your release from the stress of your daily life. So when your hobby becomes stressful, life gets real stressful. But thank you for your support. You are very kind. We are loving the House of Helvetia, and we love being here in Basel, which takes us back to Zoë Më from Switzerland. What are your thoughts on Switzerland? We're going to start with Suzanne sharing hers.
No, you go first. I'm filming Bernardo and Sinan right now.
Apparently every moment is content. And while we're on a live stream, what are y'all doing?
See, I knew it was coming.
Seriously? Y'all are going to have to go to a different room, honeys. This is not... There are 400 people here.
What the hell just happened?
Okay, this...
Y'all, they can see what we're laughing at later.
Apparently, something in our Spanish reaction video is sending them. And you can watch that Spanish reaction video soon. Now, Eurovision 123 asks, could Switzerland be top 5? This is a very good question. And in fact, Sinan was saying in our reaction video, which you can already watch, that this is the best home country entry since Azerbaijan 2012, Sabina Babayeva. She, of course, did come top 5. I believe she was 4th. This just feels so sophisticated. The shot we see is sort of her looking like a Dutch master's portrait, right? The golden age of portraiture. She's the girl with the pearl earring. She's looking away, and then she looks to the camera. It's this beautiful light. She looks like a real woman, yes. She's not too made up. There's not too much makeup. But then she's got this classic beauty, right? So it's like she's the everyday woman, but glamorous. It's just, and relatable. Do you know what I mean? She's so relatable.
Very relatable.
Please don't shake the table.
Sorry.
Yes. And then everything she does is just so full of passion. Even when she goes, in the beginning, it's like she's warbling, but it's done in such a likable way. And then you see the shot of her left portraiture, left silhouette. What do you call that? What's the word? Left profile. Y'all, seriously, I'm gonna have to mute you. I'm really sorry.
I don't know how you think
We're
you're gonna
conducting
mute
a live
these
stream, and it's impossible to focus with this chaos.
Do you all want to come over for a moment and share
What
with everyone
on earth?
what is so funny?
So our reaction video to UK is one of the most funny.
Apparently, our UK reaction video is a hot mess. Apparently,
Bernardo.
our
Come on
UK.
over.
No, but they can watch it separately. They don't want to watch.
No, they're gonna come share what's so funny.
We wanna show to you without showing to people.
And then,
Okay,
yeah.
we're
And then
gonna
you'll
see
it later,
what's so funny.
Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone.
So we gotta switch sides.
Why is that?
I can't. I don't know. I just.
Okay, thank you so much. That is
I
amazing.
actually think you should leave it in.
Okay, we're gonna focus now, please, on Switzerland. Thank you, Malta 1978, for bringing us back to reality. I have Switzerland battling for second place on my personal list. Realistically, even with a great jury score, I think it is probably more realistic to hope for a top 10 finish. Top 5 seems out of reach. Thank you for that. I understand exactly what you're saying. The jury love, we need to remember, in recent years, the juries have really latched onto one song. Last year, The Code, the year before, Tattoo. And it was like all the jury points were going in one direction. Mm-hmm. And that, I mean, it makes for a less exciting show in some ways, because you're like, oh, another 12 points. I do think the same thing could happen this year, where all the jury points gravitate towards something that's like musically credible, this is, that they would not be embarrassed to put their name by, this is, something that could be, you know, popular in other markets, I think this is. So, I don't know, Zoe has a lot going for her. We've not seen all of the staging, but what we've seen is truly spectacular. Suzanne.
I'm just so distracted right now.
All right, I will keep reading comments
I do want
then.
to, no. I do want to say that I think that Zoe is beautiful. This is definitely, it's not one of my favorite songs. I do think that the jury will love it. And I can't get over the fact that every time I look at the images, I still feel like she's going like on the verge of giving birth. And I know that's the strangest thing, and I still don't understand why the images give me that, but that is that is where we are.
This is Luca. Luca says, my issue is that it looks like a music video, and we all know how the audience reacted to that effect with Sweden 2018 Benjamin Ingrosso. Now, this is interesting. I accept this point. I appreciate the recall. I do wonder, though, is that outcome mediated by genre? So with a Benjamin Ingrosso type song, which is very pop and removed, you're like, okay, this is just a plastic music video. But when something is so emotional and heartfelt as Zoe's song, I think then the intimacy and separation from the audience becomes a benefit. So yeah, I feel like the formula varies by the genre of song potentially, but I think that's a very good point you make.
In my initial ranking, I had Switzerland as number 6, and I rated it at a 7.5.
Are you talking about 2025?
Yes.
6 is quite good for number 6 of 37. Very, very good.
But that was that one night when I sat down and watched them all together, and I'm not sure what it is about this one that just hasn't reached out and grabbed me since.
Maybe, well, you've not yet seen the staging in full, so that could be part of it. This is Venice. Venice says, I think the votes of the jury and televote will be all over the place. This will be a 2011 again. Now that, yes, this really could be all over the place. You could see people giving 12 points to Lucio Corsi, for instance. We reacted him today. You could see some people giving 12 points to, name a country that could get 12 points from a jury.
Italy.
Greece. Name another.
Done.
Y'all name a country you think could get 12 points from the jury. Please, please. And I feel like there'll be many different answers. There'll be many different answers.
Oh, Lithuania.
Sweden.
Lithuania?
Yeah, you could. You absolutely could. This is Critique Musique. Zoe's song is really beautiful, but she has no stage presence. She's waiting for the bottom 5. Now, Critique Musique, what's interesting is I do think she has a subtle personality, and I think that they've, in this clip we've seen, helped showcase her presence. She does have presence when showcased in a particular way. She's not the booty-shaking, hip-thrusting, Beyonce of Switzerland, no. She is something more delicate, something more fragile, something more vulnerable, and that has beauty too. Other countries our readers think could get 12 points from any jury include France, Switzerland, Austria, Sweden, and Finland. That is from Lucas. Nuria says Spain. SF says UK. Sea Salt says Austria. Music Makeup says France. Abigail Giordano says France. Harry1441 says UK. Edgar Van Teeborg says the Netherlands. Jessica Guinart says Spain. Sea Salt UK. Martin Zimmerman Germany. Hannah Whiting France. JJ UK. Keith Hill UK. Dave Fielding Austria. Lee Fern Austria. A few patterns there. UK, France, and Austria coming up a lot. A lot. La France, says Joao Pedro Jorge. Joe Crook, our friend up in Oxford. Greece, Finland, Latvia, Malta, Netherlands. Floppy Icon, what do you say? Let us know. Abigail Giordano says, where is France's Rehearsals.
We're asking that also.
We are too, because we've reacted to all the others, but not that one. Our Spanish reaction video, by the way, is premiering now. I'm going to put this in the Wee
But don't
Talk.
leave us. You can...
Open in a second window and mute us. But wait, I'm just going to share this
You can
on
come
Wee
back.
Talk right now. Wee Talk is our Instagram broadcast channel. Sent. Loris says, I can see France winning the jury. And Freddie Mattia says, France, of course. France, baguette.
Baguette.
Lucky Charm says, it's okay to look like a video clip nowadays. Bambi Thug and Nemo performances were basically videos and went really well. Bambi Thug, that is a beautiful, beautiful example. That felt like you were in a whole new world. It was a mini movie. Nemo was technically perfect with the wheel.
That walking and up the... You know when he walked up this... walked up the spaceship.
Yeah, that was cool. But I felt Bambi Thug more than anyone had a narrative.
What is my hair doing? Why does my hair look so funny?
Your hair looks fine. You're giving us kind of golden highlights. Do not stress. Thank you, Lucky Charm. And thank you for that super chat from Baita, our friend in Puerto Rico. She says, hola all. My birthday is Monday and I can't wait for the epic week ahead. We'll be watching in the US with Peacock. Thank you for all you do for us fans who can't be there. Thank you for being with us,
and
Baita.
Happy early birthday, Baita.
Happy early birthday. You are amazing. May this be your best year yet. Hola. Big love to Puerto Rico. We return to the chat. Diva down. Spain again coming for bottom 5 as usual. We are focusing on Switzerland, Diva down. We will be back. We will be back
Divas.
for Switzerland.
Today's announcement at the House of Helvetia,
What was the announcement?
Mariana Conte.
Oh, by the way, is anyone from Malta? Is anyone from Malta? Because, yes, thank you, Stephen Pinders. Don't shake the table.
Okay, I actually wasn't even touching the table.
You kicked the table?
I am nowhere near the table at this moment.
I should basically put... No, honestly, every time the table is hit, it shakes and the poor viewers get like seasick.
You might be the one.
Oh, no, girl, look, I'm doing it
Are
delicately.
you watching from your phone? Because Bernardo has... Oh, thank you, baby. Bernardo has a great tip for motion sickness on your phone. Okay,
All right, so to keep along... Oh, actually, we need to answer this. Duller Trolled says, will there be a live stream of the turquoise carpet? Well, the EBU will have their live stream, but we are banned.
Oh,
yes,
we can't live stream this
we
year.
are banned from live streaming. They've banned us ever since, I think, Turin was the last time we could do it.
It actually never worked that well.
Girl, there were 1,200 people watching live at one point.
It was fun,
It was a lot of fun. But
we
in
were
any
always
event,
kind of in and out.
sadly, it's not allowed. But I just want to say this. Malta's Mariana Conte has confirmed for the House of Helvetia.
Ooh, I hope she wears red.
You can meet Mariana Conte if you are in Basel. Just go on our website. In the right-hand sidebar, there is the calendar for House of Helvetia. It's also a pinned post at the top of the page. All right. Well, if there are no more comments on Switzerland, I'm going to do a final troll for Switzerland. Trawl, rather. Any comments for Switzerland? Thank you. Petrivision. Switzerland is phenomenal. Winner vibes. Kion Leonard said Switzerland was boring compared to other similar songs like Austria or France. Very interesting. I don't think we've seen enough.
I think it's just more subtle. It has its own very subtle beauty.
Subtle beauty indeed. Rhoda Cassava says Switzerland is gorgeous. And Malta 1970. Oh, we've already read this one, but I love that comment so much. Thank you. This is Alistair, our friend Alistair. Nice to see you. Praying Switzerland doesn't do an Au Jardin. That's the fear. Now, Suzanne, let's test your Eurovision knowledge. What is Alistair referring to?
Alistair is referring to a past Eurovision season.
From which country?
France.
It was your first Eurovision.
2018.
Good. What country?
In Lisbon.
And who sang Au Jardin?
It wasn't.
Sorry,
Social
that
Day.
song.
It wasn't
if
Cesar
that gets picked up,
Sampson.
we'll get a copyright strike. Sorry.
Tell me what they looked like. Help me out.
Claudia Pascual. It was the host country. Portugal's entry, Au Jardim. Was it 0 points?
No.
It was not 0 points, but it was last.
60,
But-
and we still came last.
They still came last.
Oh.
All right. Hopefully that... And apologies, we had a moment because there was some pop music playing in the background. And if pop music that's not Eurovision or even Eurovision is detected in the live stream, they'll often block it or shut it down. So that's why I had a
We
freak
had a lot
out.
of issues in Turin with stuff being blocked.
Oh.
Little Catherine.
Shout out to Norway. Switzerland is very respectable for a host entry, but I do not see it winning. But left side, 100%. And that's great for a host country, honestly. All right, Sarah wouldn't mind Switzerland winning again. Our wallets would be offended. I'm not going to tell you that her ice cream today, one scoop, $7 or €7.
Franks. But y'all, it was so good. It's this company called 7 Label, and they're doing burgers. They have fried chicken burgers, veggie burgers, and regular American burgers, they call them. And then they have these 4 beautiful flavors
Oh my
of
God.
ice cream. And I have to share with you that the ice cream is not super sweet. There's 4 flavors. I had Black Diamond, which is coconut and almond. My second favorite choice was Pink Dragon, dragon fruit and prickly pear and watermelon. It was sweet, sweet, yum, yum. Also, there's also Tropical Summer, mango, passion fruit, and pineapple. And lastly, Blue Sky, which is cookies and cream. They're all just so good.
Thank you so much for yet another tangent. We move on to Peter's Fala. We literally see nothing from Zoe's performance clip. It looks like she is the camera woman with a selfie stick. Her vocals are very good and the dress is gorgeous. Well, Peter has opinions.
And I need to clarify, I do not think she looks pregnant. I think she's incredibly beautiful. There's something about the images that are making me feel like she's about to give birth, not because she looks pregnant.
About giving life. About giving
But one point I
life.
believe she does touch her belly, which is life.
Indeed, we have a super chat. This is from Breakaway 34. Highest Heights was a great Switzerland track. Love Bugs, was that in Moscow? Loved that, did not qualify. Love you both, could listen to y'all forever. Also, love Kathleen 2024, Pirelli 2008. Oh my goodness, Pirelli 2008, Suzanne. Out of the light, like a star, like a hero, love will survive. Discuss.
Out of the light, like a star, like a hero, love will survive.
Sweden 2008.
It doesn't sound like a move-on song, so I could probably get behind it.
Well, the great sadness is that Charlotte Pirelli has said that she found out that her husband was cheating on her
Bastard.
the week she was competing in Belgrade. This is very public knowledge. This is not tabloid scandal. She's spoken openly about this. They are no longer together.
Good for her.
But she was a favorite going in.
Can we just pause for a moment? Once a cheater, always a cheater. Ladies, gentlemen, everything in between. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Once you find out they are cheating, it is time to move on. We ain't got no time for these move on love songs where you go back and forth and try to say, can I forgive them? Will they do it again? Mark my words, once a cheater, always a cheater. Good for Charlotte for picking up and moving on.
I have an update from the Nordic party this evening. I won't reveal the source, but basically Tommy Cash was performing. He jumped from the stage. His security guards took him over the fence, and then he did the rest of the song out on the dance floor. Very Tommy Cash. All right, we've got to move on, people. I want your... I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's going on, but everyone needs to calm down. You need to calm down. All right. We move on to... Let's talk about Spain. Shall we talk about Spain? Are there any Spaniards in the chat? we need to discuss Spain.
Let us know if you're here, because you all know the Spaniards are my favorite group of fans since Portugal 2018.
We have a question. This is Freddie Mattia. Guys, can you repeat the thing about Malta? I didn't understand how to meet Mariana. So we are running an event here in Basel called the House of Helvetia. That is House of Helvetia, a Swiss insurance company. And if you go on our website, weeblogs.com, or our Instagram account, weeblogs, you will see how you can meet Mariana Conte. She's appearing at our fan meet and greet. You can watch some interviews with other stars from the House of Helvetia on our YouTube channel already. Thank you so much.
It's right in the heart of Basel. The address is on Instagram and the website, right? Don't just like go to whatever you use for directions and put Helvetia in, because there are multiple locations throughout Basel. So does someone quickly want to say the address for them just so that it's available?
Hush. Hush, if you know my name, then please don't repeat it. Hush, hush, if you know my name, then keep it a secret. Listen, I just want to thank William Lee Adams for being at my stand-in rehearsal. I, Theo Evans, am ready to slay. Thank you so much.
So we're at Helvetia at 26 St. Alban en Laga. 26 St. Alban en Laga. That is the location. You walk right through their front doors, up the stairs. We have an auditorium there.
There are lots of signage.
That's a nice thing for me to say. Today was crazy. There was a lot of people at House of Helvetia, which was by far, I think, the largest number.
Best Saturdays
yeah, the largest number of people that we had on a Saturday, and we still have a lot of big names coming up. And House of Helvetia, the auditorium, has capacity for roughly 200, 300 people. Once we reach capacity, there are still screens both outside and inside Helvetia, but not at the auditorium, live streaming what's happening upstairs in the auditorium. So we advise you to come early, join us. Then there's food trucks, you can have lunch.
But if you don't like crowds where they're live streaming it,
you can just be downstairs. You can just be downstairs and then come up to take pictures with the acts that you like the most. But yeah, plenty of space for everyone, even if not at the auditorium, plenty of space.
And I'm just going to share a link to a YouTube interview. We basically record the interviews and we put them on our YouTube channel at the House of Helvetia, so you can get a sense of the vibe and you can ask questions. You get to have photo meet and greets, like you can spend time with the artist afterwards.
I will take your photo with the artist.
That link I just put in the chat, that is Laura Thorne's interview on stage, and you will hear fans asking their questions at the end. You could be one of them. Join us at the House of Helvetia.
The interviews today were so good, y'all. Everyone just had so much rich information to share. I loved them all.
Another update for you, the UK reaction video from the team at Blogs is going live in 12 minutes. All right, we're going to talk about Spain now. So I am typing the word Spain into my search box, and anyone who has used Spain is going to come up. Thank you so much. This is Lil Catherine. Spain is underwhelming for me, but the one thing about this is that Melody totally sells it, and that might be their saving grace smiley face. She is performing from head to toe. There is a moment, and I don't have long hair, so I can't recreate it, but she's about to kind of gyrate her hips, and so before she does it, she pushes her hair to the side, and then she gyrates. Now, do you need to push your hair to the side to gyrate? I don't think so, but our girl does it with love, with abandon, and she is so convincing that every time I'm spinning, I'm gonna touch my head and go like that. I would love to watch this woman take a shower, because you know she'd be like, yes, I am washing my hair, I am conditioning. Everything is done with so much love and passion, even the mundane, and yeah, she's just beautiful. Luca says, Spain is just so iconic, but I'm afraid the camera angles are sloppy, but she sounds amazing vocally. Suzanne, what did you think of the camera angles?
I'm really bad at some of these questions. What I am going to say about the overall staging is and I think I said it actually during our reaction is that Melody takes up the entire stage. She's there. She's fantastic. You don't even realize, at least the angle we were seeing it from, you don't even realize that she has dancers for a moment because this diva is just there. That's all.
Thank you so much. Konnichiwa, Seth Mag in Tokyo. We need the hair tornado from Spain. And I wonder
Seth
if...
is so cute.
I wonder...
Seth, are you in Basel? So we can see
He's
you
in
person?
Tokyo.
Oh, shit. That's right. Can you make it here in time for
Girl,
your
can you stop sexually harassing people on the live
He
stream?
might even
Honestly?
be gay. I'm not harassing him. I just think he's good looking.
All right. This is Beth.
Seth, not that I'm assuming you're gay, but I mean.
Actually, okay, let's just stop this chat. I'm going to come back to Seth. Actually, from Seth, we go to Beth. But Beth, I'm going back to Seth. I'm coming back to Beth in a second. Seth asked about the helicopter twirl. I love that moment. Oh, God, that hurts. I love that moment from...
What the fuck?
I don't know what just.
I'm so sorry. I was hoping you'd be like worried for me, but you were not. But anyways, my whole life has been a cry for help. No, but listen, I really like the helicopter moment in Benidorm Fest, and I hope they bring it back because it is just so iconic and she will go viral. Now, Beth says, I just cannot force myself to like Spain's entry this year. Oh my gosh. To me, this song is just feel good. I just love it. When it comes on, I can't stop listening. But hey, different strokes for different folks. We still love you, beautiful blonde Beth. This is Nuria Cabello. Nuria Cabello says, Spain is amazing. Come on. Malta, 1978. I have no strong feelings on Spain. Ed says, Spain is not giving 2010. It's actually giving 1970 Sabado Gigante. This is where I need to educate.
I wasn't even born yet.
I need to educate myself. I don't know Sabado Gigante. Is that Big Saturday? What's that mean?
If you want to show
Big
I
Daddy?
would love... Where is that video?
in the group.
We have a video coming into us from the Nordic party. This is of Tommy Cash jumping into the audience. I'll put it on mute.
Is this the.
So our man is singing, and then our man jumps off the stage,
Oh, he's got the tie around his head.
and his guards... Oh yes, here we go. This is very Tommy Cash, clearing the audience so he can perform. That dance
Security's dancing.
The dancer is Prince.
That dance floor is COVID safe, y'all. It's real spread out. Wait, that is not Prince being dragged on the floor. Wow, his security dancers can really dance.
Oh, they're not really secure. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, I would play this out loud, but I don't need a copyright strike.
I really like Tommy.
Oh, sorry. Thank you so much,
Is that
Simon,
a hole
for
in the?
sending...
Thank you, Simon. Is that a hole in
Oh,
the
wait,
back of
is
Tommy's?
his shirt dirty?
What's going on
Wait,
with his shirt?
oh.
It looks like somebody spilled spaghetti on the back of his shirt.
Oh, by the way, we have a series of performances from the Nordic Party on our YouTube channel. We haven't published them. Sinan, my love, is that something you...
Can I have?
Absolutely. You do you. Bernardo, do you want to publish them?
Jesus.
We're going to figure it out, but we'll do it
So
offline.
this is Sabato?
We will do it offline.
This is Sabato.
Ooh, let's not shake the table.
Sabato is, I guess it was 1970.
Okay, our friend Tom Fox says, Spain slaying every year, end of discussion. I gotta say, Spain does everything with passion, commitment.
I love Spain.
Yeah, it's always an adventure, and there's always gonna be passion. Like, personally, I love this song, and I think they've cleaned it up a lot from Benidorm Fest. At Benidorm Fest, there was a lot going on. We have a lot going on here, but maybe it's because the stage is bigger. It just feels more elegante. Like what we saw on the Eurovision clip today. White floor, marble staircase, beautiful golden shower, all those sparks coming down, 4 dancers in the front. Compare that to sort of the big black ball gown we had in the pictures from the other day. You see the progression. She's on the floor in the black dress, and then eventually the black dress is removed. She's in that gorgeous diamante bodysuit, and then she's on a marble staircase. So you see there's already a journey just from photo to video. So imagine what we're gonna get in the 3 minutes.
Agreed. Do you know what one of the things I really like about Spain?
Tell me.
Their acts are they're different every single year, yet memorable. Last year, Nebulosa and Zora. I don't know anything about 2023 because William and I were in our mutually enforced timeout and I skipped 2023. Then we go to 2022. Who was 2022? Remind me who 2022 was for Spain.
I'm sorry. 2022 Spain was Chanel.
Oh God, how could I forget Chanel?
Yeah, no one forgets Chanel.
No one can forget
I'm sorry.
Chanel.
In any other year, she would have won. And in that year, if...
This year.
this year she would win.
Absolutely.
And I think that year she could have won as well if the geopolitical situation was different. I loved Kalush Orchestra. That is not shade. I'm just saying. In a year where there wasn't a heavy political background, I feel like Spain would have won. It was
and then
a
we
beautiful
had
performance.
Blas Canto and That Beautiful Moon in 2021. Who was 2019? Who was 2019?
How can you forget? Mickey.
Navita, Lavinda, the house.
Mickey.
The
Lavinda da Cayo.
So I know I love Spain, but when we look at what Melody is serving, she's definitely serving that. But the closest to her was actually Chanel 2021.
Just so you know, we have just published Kai's performance of Bara Bara Bastu from the Nordic Night Eurovision Party on the Wooby Blogs YouTube channel. Thank you, Simon Falk, for uploading and self-publishing. Sanan, you ain't got to publish, girl. We move on to another comment. Sufi. Oh, that was you? Thank you so much. Sufyan says Spain loves sending divas, but this time she's too much and it comes up as dated.
Oh, Sufyan,
honey.
Clearly, we don't fully agree.
But that's
based on our
okay.
comment,
That's
and you're
okay.
right. That's okay.
It is okay.
Everyone has a right to their opinion. I was actually looking in the chat, and I was just noticing this interesting exchange between Joe Crook and Mario, and I just want to say that we are all righted to our opinions and we don't have to agree with one another. But this morning on my beautiful morning walk on the Rhine here in beautiful Basel, William's like, oh my God, I'm getting up for a moment. So if you all have not read this book called Let Them by Mel Robbins, it is fantastic. Let them. It's like you just go on living your life. So anyway, I've now become obsessed with the Mel Robbins podcast, which all started with the podcast. Sinan, you want to come join the Mel Robbins conversation? All right. So Mel Robbins, Let Them. The book is fantastic. But so this morning, and it all started with the menopause podcast, right? Because it was like, I put on this 40 pounds. How do I lose this effing weight? So I listened to the Mel Robbins podcast on that. There's actually 2 on menopause. Okay, so those of you dealing with your mothers who've gone crazy, those of you who might be there, there's a wonderful woman in the audience today joking about her chins. We had this great conversation on menopause. But anyway, the podcast from Mel Robbins that I listened to this morning.
Love her.
Was all about the 6 ways people are disrespecting you and how to move past that. And, the first one she talked about was people who interrupt you. She talked about how when you're late, you don't value your time or other people's time. But she also talked about the importance of letting people have their own opinions and stand there. And so that's one of the things that I love about our Eurovision community is that we all have different opinions. And so exchanges like this are just so interesting to me because we are one. What do you want to say about Mel Robbins?
See, I respect you. That's why I didn't,
That you didn't interrupt because you
I love you so
my
much.
opinions.
No, Mel Robbins, I found out her like 1 month ago, and I started watching her podcasts and then listening her podcast.
You watch them?
Yeah, on YouTube.
I
It's
only
amazing.
listen on, yeah.
Oh my God, she has that
All right, keep
Let
going.
Them theory. Oh my God, like literally
Have
she
you read the
changed
book?
my... No, but I would love to buy it and read it. But I have been watching her like, all of those podcasts about... How can I say it? Like when you feel lost because,
There's actually
It's
one called
human,
When You Feel Lost, How to Find Your Purpose.
Yeah, and like how to kind of let them think about you, in a way that you usually don't like, but it's like it doesn't define your worth and like those kind of stuff, because like in the past few months I have been feeling very like lost. I still feel like, and that's why she helped me a lot. And I listen to her a lot because her podcasts are like 1 hour, and then she invites like very like inspiring people, like doctors even at the same. And
You know,
it's so
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
There's this Dr. Garbon,
Yes.
and he talks about how siblings really, and if you listen to William and I talk, you think we had completely different families, but it talks about how no one grows up in the same house. No one has the same parents. It talks about exactly what your mother is dealing with in that moment, all of her thoughts, her hormones, how that impacts who you are as a person. Oh my gosh, Peter Savala says, Mel Robin helped me understand some of the difficult family dynamics.
we need
All right,
her
keep
at
going.
our lounge actually. Can we invite Mel Robbins?
Not invited.
Oh my, Mel Robbins, if you listen to this, girl, come to
Helly
Basel.
_888. She loves getting book recommendations.
Let them theory go and
All right, I
read
think
it.
that William is going to kill us if we don't stop talking about
Yeah,
Mel
let's
Robbins.
talk about
But Georgie XOXO Enchanted Living says, "Oh, Sinan, sweetheart, sending you lots of love on your journey home to
Thank you.
yourself."
Suzanne,
Ow.
honey, could you scoot over? You're disrespecting us by not giving us space. And to quote Katy Perry, take up space.
Hurricane should have won with Loco Loco. Period. If Hurricane was this year, which place they would have get?
Critique Musique says Natalia Gordienko should have won with Sugar.
He just disrespect me.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Do you
Loco.
want to know what Mel Robbins says you should
Y'all, this is a
do
Eurovision
when
live
someone
stream.
starts talking over you? You start talking more slowly.
Yeah.
You start talking maybe a little bit louder. You use
Like slow
their name.
mornings,
Or you tell them you need to finish your thought, and when you're done, then you come back to them using their name. All right, sorry. Come on, William. Back into the frame. Back to Eurovision.
No. I enjoyed hearing all about Mel Robbins.
He did not.
But this is still about
About Eurovision
ESC.
Song
Thank you to Ken Elbers. I appreciate that. And I also love that your icon looks to be a woman inside of a smoking pipe. Are you seeing the woman inside the smoking
like
pipe?
a
Or
Vase.
maybe holding a wand or holding up the side of her dress. I don't know.
How about we talk about Germany? The
Deutschland.
Gates, honey,
tonight.
says tonight.
Is that Turkish?
What does that mean?
Mir geht's okay, gut.
Mir ist gut, aber ein bisschen müde.
Ein bisschen müde, also.
Germany,
geht noch.
Sinan, you're from Germany. Give us your thoughts on the German performance.
Well, that clip, 25 seconds. I just need more energy from her. She was very much focused on her, vocals, which I understand because she wants to showcase her vocals, that she can sing that song actually, because a lot of people have been complaining that she cannot actually sing it, and I'm happy for her. And she has a really nice support from a backing vocalist, which is amazing and which is allowed. It's not even recorded, like it's live, so like live backing vocalist. So yeah, I'm 100% sure that we will see, when we see the full performance, like a rave. I want to see Tynna raving on that stage, and Abor.
Thank you so much. We have a super chat. This is Breakaway 34.
I can't see.
Spain, so good. Agree they bringing bangers. La Venda just ordered your book, Will, on Amazon. Can't wait to read it. Your story is so strong. Wow. Thank you so much. Muito obrigado. Gaman. Sorry. Gaman Rutlanyu. Loving you. Thank you so much. We keep talking about Germany. Germany. Suzanne.
So I love her costume. It's very, I think you kept using the phrase Berlin rave and the fog, and I'm not a raver, but it makes me just kind of want to go hang out, have a few glasses of champagne, and just watch everybody dance, right? The one thing about this that I don't love, and I think it's because we haven't seen the full staging yet, I get that it's supposed to be a boombox from the 80s. And William and I are both children of the 80s, but I don't get it the way it looks on stage. I almost feel like it looks more like something that you're just gonna gong. Okay.
This is a boombox. Oh, not that.
See, we can't even find find a
This is
picture of
so
an old
funny.
school boombox
This is why
anymore.
young people don't know what a boombox is.
I really don't know. Like
Like
we
a
have been
stereo.
told-
Like you carry it around. It's this big rectangular
like
thing.
this, but you carry it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's kind of
like,
yeah.
I know
yeah,
about
yeah.
this. Like we had 1995.
They will make a comeback. Everything is
It's
coming
just
back
the word in
vintage.
English. I couldn't get the.
Oh my goodness, Georgie XOXO Enchanted Living rereading your book this season too, William, because I want to bring back memories of Liverpool and the lush lounge. All I have to say to you, girl, is lush. Lush. If you know my name, then please don't repeat it. Back to Germany. Now, I favorited a series of Germany comments while Suzanne was talking. This is Jorge Ibiza Salamanca. Germany might be launched up by the televote, the best clip of the day, without having seen France yet because the EBU has not uploaded it. Is this your favorite clip of the day? Just a yes or a no.
What were the other clips?
Well, maybe this is the only one that you consider memorable.
No.
No,
Like
I
second
remember it
favorite,
because we're
maybe.
talking about it.
Second
what were the other
favorite.
clips?
This is
Second favorite.
either my first or my second favorite.
What were the other ones that day?
Girl, Italy,
Spain, UK, Switzerland.
Oh, Switzerland.
I don't know. I liked it. I liked Italy's.
I have to be honest, I think Germany might be my favorite. Because,
Out of Big Five?
yeah, so far.
Oh.
Because I love this dark aesthetic. I love this. It's completely different. It's a little dirty. Like, I could see her performing this, and if we had the microphone on the floor, it would be sticky. It'd be like beer, dried beer, and she's still dancing on it. It's like Berlin.
This is why
really-
I don't go to nightclubs.
Oh, I
You
don't
don't?
anymore either, but doesn't it give you the nostalgia for the time when that was exciting, when you wanted to be like roughed up? When you, I'm just kidding. No, but like you wanted to go to the club and just feel
The
free.
last time William and I
I'm
were in
kidding.
a nightclub,
Girl,
we have
a lot
a
of
super
interest.
chat.
Oh, we have a
So
super
the last time William and I were in a nightclub together was we went to GAY Bar in London. And if I'm not mistaken, it was early on in the days of Wicked, and they were actually going to have, it was either, I think it was Kristen Chenoweth descend from the ceiling singing Gravity, even though it was actually, help me out, the other one.
Adina Menzel.
Thank you. Oh my God, Adina, who
she's
sang
amazing.
Gravity.
She looked-
And
you
then
look
it
like her,
took
actually.
so long that we actually left GAY Bar before Gravity came on. Okay.
No.
I have no recollection of this event, but we do have
Yeah,
a super
we were there.
chat.
Have you watched Wicked, the movie?
No.
You have to.
Michael Nisley says, Nisley says, you better react to Montenegro or else you'll end up on the other side of her scales of justice. Interestingly, I really loved the pictures, but in the video clip, I was scratching my head. I need to see more because
I haven't seen
I
it.
love our girl Nina, and I don't want to give a negative reaction to an incomplete performance because we've only seen 20 seconds. So I'm
we talking
wary,
about
no, Montenegro.
Okay.
Because the video clip that we saw, the 25 seconds or whatever, I wasn't as moved as I was by the photos, but she can sing.
We have another super chat.
Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you so much,
Thank you
guys.
so
You're
much.
amazing.
Out of all of the staging, where does Albania rank? This is up there. This is up there. We actually, I'm going to share the link. We had a 35-minute interview with them today at the House of Helvetia here in Basel. And in those 35 minutes, they talked about the staging. They talked about the contrast between Beatrice and Cola. They talked about how their designer came up with a lot of the graphics, and so they didn't want to imbue meaning on it.
So I got to tell you, when I did my 37 song ranking that some of you liked, some of you didn't, some of you found it interesting, some of you thought it was rage bait.
It was actually real.
It was real. Sorry.
Oh, I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Jeton, you're gonna like this.
Jeton. I had Albania as my number 17, right? And you know, songs just grow on you. You learn more about the artist, you listen to them over and over again, you look at the staging. And so Albania, now this is not the first time I've had a song in that, I don't know, 15 to 25 range that rose to the top. I'd have to look up where Måneskin was initially because they became my number one. Albania, and I still love Emmy, and I still love Like a Party. I made a new friend today, Blonde Ambition, and Emmy is her favorite song too. She's our sweet 8-year-old girl from Sweden and Denmark. I'm sorry, from Switzerland and Denmark. Hi, Emma. Anyway, Albania is now my number one. Like, I want Albania to win ESC 2025. Nice. So you want to talk about where the staging ranks for me? It is number one. Y'all, you have got, and oh my gosh, Beatrice is this teeny tiny little thing.
Oh, she's a fashion icon.
She's
gosh.
amazing. You've got, if you have not yet, go and listen to the interview she did with William today. She actually talks about the Rizaffa Castle and how much this Rizaffa legend resonates for her, because it is such a part of Albania's and Shkodra's history. Shkodra meaning the place where she and Kola are both from. So, long story short, not short at all, there you go. There is my response to that, Jetin. William?
Thank you so much, Jetin, for sparking that conversation. The interview with Albania, they're just magical. They're so sweet. I love the staging, and I would love to see them win as well. This is Freddie Mattia. Thank you so much, Freddie Tamia.
Thank you.
There is no chat. It is just €2.49. We thank you, Freddie Mattia.
I think that means he loves Albania.
You are sweet. There was a question. We're going to come back to Germany. We're coming right back to Germany in a second. But there was a question for Suzanne from Phi Tan Tran. Suzanne đã đi du lịch ở Việt Nam chưa không?
Huh?
She says, have you ever come to visit Vietnam?
Phi Tan Tran. I visited Vietnam once in 2001 when William...
2002.
Oh, 2002. When William was at university, I had this, what he would tell you was a really bad habit of this summer trip, just deciding that I was going to tag along. Well, that summer he was backpacking all over Southeast Asia. And actually, he might have invited me that year.
No, I didn't invite you, girl. There was no invitation. I'm living with my family in a Vietnam wet market.
They were my family, too, for the love of all things holy.
Well, to cut a long story short, Madam
anyway,
shows up.
He knew I was coming, but he ended that trip in Vietnam, in Saigon. And I had the opportunity to spend 2.5 weeks in Saigon with my brother and my mother's family, which is our family, and it was quite the interesting experience. He has been back multiple times. I have not. I am definitely going with some friends next summer.
My goodness, Phi, wait. Our girl is Vietnamese. William, I love your BBC documentary. It was so emotional, so proud of you. Thank you so much. Come on, Rutland you. It is so beautiful to see a Vietnamese person in this Eurovision chat. Thank you. And if you want to see what my sister's talking about, the family, they are all in this documentary linked below.
So I have a question for Christoph Pilarek.
Christoph, okay, go on.
So he says Suzanne should record her version of the audiobook for Wild Dances.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be interesting? So
I think the voice would be too piercing.
then we might end up in a, like, not just, 18-month mutually enforced timeout where we only talk about our mother, but that could put us into a permanent, lifelong timeout.
We go back to Germany. This is Peter Svala. Germany is my grower this year. The staging looks cool. Her voice is fixed. Everything seems to be going the right way. Till now, Germany is leading my Big Five scoreboard. Now, this is very interesting. I agree with you. The voice to me, is it the voice of Celine Dion? No, but she's not singing a love ballad. Is it the voice of Mariana Conte? No, because her song does not require her to hit a big, massive note. This is the voice of Tynna, of Abor and Tynna, representing Germany at the Eurovision Song Contest 2025, and it is enough. Please don't shake the table. This song fits this voice. She's at the club going da 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 da. It's perfect for this song. So yeah, I need the shade about her voice to stop because they've clearly sorted it with backing vocals, mixing, and her own unique talent.
Seth Mag, do you want to meet me in Vietnam?
This is Freddie Matta. You said something about Mariana meeting the fans. Indeed, Freddie. At the House of Helvetia, This is our fan event here in Basel. If you go on the weeblogs.com website or our Instagram account, weeblogs, you will get all the details. Do you know the date Mariana's coming to House of Helvetia?
Monday.
Monday?
Woo!
Wait, as in the day after tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Mariana Conte will be with us at the House of Helvetia.
Good on you.
Konnichiwa, Seth Mag in Tokyo says yes. Now, I don't know what you're saying yes to.
To coming to Vietnam. He's been there like 4 times.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Anita Hjorth Volkman says, I so agree with William. Thank
you. I
you.
don't know
Germany
why.
is doing what Germany needs to do. They're giving us a club song. She performs it well. Gabriel Murga Torres, Germany is my 34. Thank you for your honesty. I repeat it. Jesse JJ, not yet. We've pre-recorded that. That is on our YouTube channel, but we have not discussed it in this chat. Philip Ray, Taller. Who's Taller? Oh, sorry. She's saying Taller.
Sufyan, we grew up just south of Atlanta.
Tune gets Lena vibes. And, there was a Tina comment. Critique Musique says, yes, Tina needs to wake up, be more energetic. The song is really cool and modern.
She's sleeping.
She's not sleeping. She's at the club. And the thing is, if she was too energetic, this would be weird. I feel like if she was too like, it wouldn't fit the vibe. This is dark. I love the curtain, the sheet at the beginning. They drop this sheet and there's a spotlight. You see her silhouette, but then the sheet is dropped and she's dancing in these sexy clothes. Her brother has the lit instrument. These are just like the first 25 seconds and it really draws you in. She's on top of the boombox. Later, we know, because we've seen photos, she is not on the boombox. So there is dynamism here. This is going to be very dynamic. So I'm looking forward to seeing more. I really am.
Our friend Seth is from Tennessee.
Oh my God. Let me tell you a story. When I was 12 or 13, I was at a summer camp in Boone, North Carolina. And I met this boy from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I thought he was classy as can be. I wanted to be friends with him forever, but we no longer speak. But thank you, Tennessee. This is Jay. Jay says Germany is a mix of Berlin nightlife and Charlie XCX. It's top 10 easily. Easily. I absolutely agree that. Sylvia, when is the interview with Justina from Poland? Wow.
Nice question.
Wow. I had the most emotional, spiritual, and enlightening interview with Justina Steczkowska, actually Justyna Steczkowska from Poland yesterday at her hotel. She's staying at the same hotel as Mariana Conte, interestingly. The room, yeah, it was beautiful. The
Are
room,
you eating popcorn?
in any event, that interview will publish tomorrow, Sunday at, Suzanne, you're shaking the table, honey. That interview will publish tomorrow, midday, 12 o'clock Basel time. It's already scheduled on the Blogs website. And my takeaway from the Poland interview was that the woman we all know now, Gaia, Mother Earth, 20, 30 years ago, she was still learning to love herself. She was still learning to treat herself with kindness. And she's very honest and open about this in our interview. She says that she went through a period of trauma more than 10 years ago where she lost her parents, where her husband was severely ill. And she said that she needed to learn to love herself. These traumas opened up her future. Yes, she was famous. Yes, she had success. Yes, she had money, but she too suffered. And now as Mother Earth, as Gaia, she's ready to heal.
We all go on this journey to self-love, and it is my personal belief that we are not able to love other people until we figure out how to love ourselves. And I think I am case in point on that. At least, what I have realized is that I didn't love myself enough to not let people treat me poorly at one point in time. And so how could I ever really love someone else until I figured out how to love myself? Yeah, we're all on a journey to self-love. And can I pause while I'm speaking? And I just want to go to Amazing Race Kit.
Bye, Sylvia. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sylvia.
Lil Catherine says, must be the Diva Not Down Hotel.
Oh my God.
Diva Not Down Hotel.
Maybe someone should use that in their
What are your
staging at some point.
discussions?
All right, Amazing Race Kit shared that she is suffering right now from grief. She's recently lost her fiance. And
Is she in the chat?
she is in the chat. You can pull up Amazing Race Kit, search for fiance. I just want to take a moment, Kit, and tell you that everyone on this chat, yes, I will speak for the entire Wee Wee Blogs live stream chat tonight, and I will speak for my brother and my other brothers and myself when I tell you that we are sending you love. Grief
Yes.
is fucking hard. Death is exhausting. I think William probably said that when our father died, when our older brother died. But grief is one of those things that you just don't know how you're going to react until it happens. And everyone responds to grief very differently. So,
Comes in waves.
yep. You just embrace your grief, love yourself, know that you will love again, and know that we are all sending you love.
Yeah, surround
big
yourself
love.
with the ones that are most dear and near to you.
That was beautiful. Amazing Race Kit has moved on in some ways in the sense that the conversation is about that curtain drop falling 1 second. Okay.
Okay.
Our man remains observant. And it's interesting what you say about the curtain drop falling
was
1
funny.
second too late. I think if we know what comes before, we might think the timing's just right. We just don't know yet. But Amazing Race Kit, sending you big love. Thank you so
you need
much.
to talk about the other thing that you discussed in the Justina Stemskos.
What was the other Justina thing? Justina. Oh, this was also very interesting in the Justina Stechkovska interview.
Yeah.
She had a brilliant translator,
Yeah.
like a brilliant translator. And she obviously is a deep thinker, Justina Stechkovska. And her translator is also a deep thinker. So together it was like, I felt like I was in a Buddhist temple just receiving lessons.
It was a spiritual
It was
journey
amazing.
for over 20 minutes.
Yeah, the interview's about 23 minutes, and essentially we're talking about Mother Earth. And I was like, is Gaia angry? Because in your performance, you have these warriors, they're rolling. And she's like, yeah, Mother Earth is angry because we don't really treat her well.
She's right.
And then her translator said something, I thought it's more poignant the way he delivers it.
Yeah.
He
You need to go and see
essentially,
it.
you need to watch it, but he essentially talks about the consequences of how we're treating the earth. And what he says, I've been looping it because it's said with such vigor and passion, but I don't want to spoil
I
it.
think we might have missed a super chat from Jay.
Where did Jay go?
Oh, right there.
Where is
right above Freddie.
Biggest surprise and letdown from rehearsals. We still have a few big five countries to talk about, so maybe the answer will be in there, Jay. The United Kingdom needs to be discussed. The UK needs to be discussed. And we're going to do that once we wrap up Germany. So, Jay, stay tuned. Final thoughts on Germany. Final thoughts on Germany. Final thoughts.
I'm just going to say it again. I do not love the boombox.
I'm going to put this. Oh, I can't put that in there. Thank you, Beatrice Zanin. We are living for you. Love you guys. Sarah Crico Giacolo says, what's the wall behind you? Well, I just took out some crayons the day we arrived and painted this, but it's in honor of the House of Helvetia. We're having a physical event at the Basel campus of Swiss insurance company Helvetia. They have all your Swiss insurer needs. They are there for life's biggest moments and the biggest decisions. And they've kindly allowed us to use their auditorium. They've helped us set up this amazing concert space. And we have the stars of Eurovision. They pop by, they do live interviews, some of them perform, and then they take photos with their fans. Just go to our website, weeblogs.com, or our Instagram channel, weeblogs, and you will see House of Helvetia details. So, kitos opeasta shosta moi sera kriko yakola. Thank you so much. All right. Any other comments on Germany? Sufyan says Germany will end up mid-table. And Jordan, that Eurovision fan, says, I love Germany's cello. It really is something spectacular. I wish I had painted it Jeton. All right. We need to talk about the United Kingdom. Those are our girls, Haliane, Charlotte, and Lauren. Thoughts on the UK, please drop them in the chat. This is not the house of Ozempic, Hunty. This is not the house of Ozempic.
You hear about Ozempic face a lot, and I just learned that I was listening to some actually it was a Mel Robbins podcast, but that Wegovy is actually the generic of Ozempic. But so you hear a lot about Ozempic face, but I read this thing on Ozempic feet the other day and how people are like ruining their foot pads and making it less comfortable to walk. Like obesity is a real disease. And yes, you might need medication for that. But if you don't have to do it, I don't know. This whole Ozempic face thing, this Ozempic foot thing, some of it's real scary.
Is for people with diabetes.
Well, that's how it started, and
it still is.
But there were a lot of medicine for diabetes that were causing people to gain weight, and then they uncovered Ozempic, which I don't think was actually an original diabetes pill, but they realized that it
was the other way around.
It worked for. Oh, it was the other way. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
then it was created for diabetes, and then they realized it was also for weight loss, replacing these other drugs that caused you to gain weight. But I don't know. Be careful with that stuff, y'all.
Thank you so much for the lecture on Ozempic.
If you're going through menopause and you've gained weight because of menopause, y'all, testosterone, estradiol, and progesterone, if you still have a uterus, will save your life and cause you to drop the weight in most cases with good, healthy exercise and diet.
Thank you so much. I want to read some comments now about the United Kingdom. As they said in the previous description, there is a large chandelier. A large chandelier.
It's not large, though.
Well, relative to a chandelier you would have in your house, it is large. However, at times, depending on the angle of the camera, the chandelier does look small, but then at certain angles, it looks rather big. So they're definitely going to want to work on those angles. But this is what our readers are saying. This is Magnus. UK feels like it could be 12th to 16th, with most jurors and just outside top 10 in all televotes. Potential net nil point. Sorry. So what he's saying is, it's not like everyone's going to rate it last. It's going to fall just outside the points because it's only the top 10 in each country that get televotes from that country. And then if jurors are putting it 12th to 16th, also not getting any points.
Magnus also says UK was giving more James Newman than Sam Ryder.
And you know what? I want to read you a WhatsApp a friend sent me. I'm not going to reveal. Please do not read the name of this friend because they're very private. But
I know who it is.
They
but
said
no, I won't
this.
say it.
This is the outfit's cheap, the song lame, vocals good, staging, regional tour of a bad musical. That is the opinion of one British Euro fan. Now, I think that's a bit harsh. However, I do understand where he's coming from. The voices are out of this world. The colors are beautiful. But somehow in this clip, the stage feels empty, even with the chandelier that's crashed down. I don't know what it is. I do like how they play with the camera. There's real sort of connection. Mm-hmm. And they're giggling, they're sweet, but it does feel very X Factor, actually. And they're better than that. They are like, their voices are beyond. You know, they're musical theater queens. Something's just not translating for me. This is Dave Fielding. United Kingdom, UK is giving me Dolly Style meets the right-hand side of the scoreboard. Dolly Style meets the right-hand side of the scoreboard. This is Georgie XOXO Enchanted Living. Just watched the UK clip and so proud. I'm proud of the pastel colors, the Bridgerton clothing, and the way they have presence. They are very, very present. This is Loris. Jury will love the UK. Not sure how the televote reacts. This is Alistair. The staging is a letdown, and I'm really scared. This is Peter Svala. UK is Las Vegas. And I'm okay with that. Love the girls, not the song, but the harmonies are outstanding. They are giving us an expensive bridesmaids performance at a Vegas country club. Wow, that is a description. That is a description. Lil Catherine says the UK is serving vocally this year, so at the very least, they should have some jury love. And this is Tern Rain. What do you think of the vocal changes in the final chorus from the UK? I think it can make the song pop. Well, I must say, actually, that you're talking about the final bit of that video. It was, yeah, they were giving. I felt like it made them more confident. I mean, vocally, they're always perfect, but I do feel...
Well, Holly is clearly very confident when she... Holly Ann. When she dips towards the stage with a light pelvic thrust.
Very Coyote Ugly. Very... What was that movie with the girl from Saved by the Bell? Elizabeth Berkley? Showgirls. Like, there's that... It's like a dance move. Anyway, yes, very risque. I think it improves the song, Taryn. I really, really do. W says, nil point from the public incoming. Very mixed reactions here. Very, very mixed reactions. Aston Villa Short says, juries will give some points to the United Kingdom, but for televotes, in my opinion, it's going to be low points. The staging is all right. The vocals are being presented better. The tweaks to the song do make the song more living. Georgie XOXO Enchanted Living says, I must admit the song isn't what I was hoping from their back catalog, but I adore their branding and style. And Suzanne Adams Yoga, who's sitting next to me, says, Dee hormone replacement therapy.
Daisy Duke and I are having a conversation about menopause, and I told her, so long story short, MDs have not been really trained on menopause. Everyone gets trained on the reproductive system, but what the hell just happened when your reproductive system essentially no longer exists, i.e. you are perimenopausal or postmenopausal, because menopause is literally one moment in time. So my doctor started with testosterone, which gave me my energy back. However, the freaking belly that, William and I jokingly say minnow belly, wouldn't go away. So I finally was given estradiol and progesterone. If you still have a uterus, you need the progesterone. Anyway, long story short, HRT has saved my life. It's given me my energy. The weight is starting to drop. That is coupled with a healthy diet and exercise. So this big thing all over America, because obviously that's where I spend my most time, everyone is going to these med spas and they're getting this stuff and they're paying way too much. Plus, it's not the right compound, I'll say. And I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to try to get into that. But don't go to a med spa. See your doctor. If your doctor says no, go to the next one and go to the next one. Because the reality is they haven't been trained, because no one has really thought about what happens after the fact. Interestingly, a friend of mine is actually a medical executive who's retiring in just like 7 weeks here in Switzerland, and he specializes in geriatrics. And I was asking him about all of this just last Friday at dinner. Anyway, enough about that. Come back. Let's get back to Eurovision. HRT, hormone replacement therapy. It will save your life during the peri, post, and actual moment of menopause.
Lee Fern asks, so another bottom 5 for the UK, so sad. There was a comment up, and where is it? Someone said basically that something's missing from the staging, something's missing from the song. There's just something missing, and I wish I could find that comment. It's Ava.
Do search for missing.
They have so much charisma, but unfortunately, charisma does not always secure you a good position. Yeah, I think, let's keep it real.
I think the repetitive
it's not dynamic enough.
Lyrics are part of the problem. Like, the repetitive lyric last year that drove me insane was Musti. It's the party, what is it? The party's not over. He must have said that
Before the
1,000
party's over.
Before the party's over. Okay, clearly in 3 minutes he didn't say it 1,000 times. But I this to me, and I like this so much more, but it's very similar just in that repetitive lyric.
Yeah, I do worry about a bottom 5 placing. I just really worry, and this all comes down to the song, and it's repetitive. That's my fear, that this repetitive song won't be able to escape the bottom 5. And I think there is something's missing, right? From the clip, there's just something missing.
But we've only seen that clip. Yes, I'm in my pajama bottoms.
If the chandelier literally crashed on the floor in the performance, and then sparks went off, that would be such high drama. That would be Six Flags over Texas. That would be incredible. But I just don't think we're gonna get that. This is Venice. The UK performance is out of sync. Seems very distracting. Joe Crook, my hope for the UK as a Brit, 50 jury points, at least 1 televote point. Because it's one of those songs, and someone else said this in the chat, I don't think it's going to be ranked last in every country, but I just don't think it will get points because you have to be in the top 10 with the public to get televotes, right? And the juries had to put you in their top 10, and otherwise you just get dragged the further the jury puts you down.
No, this is very direct. Eve says, what is missing is a good song. Very direct.
Yeah. Look, I don't want to bash on this all night, but I just want to say they're incredibly charismatic and fun, so I hope that their charisma does get them some points. I really do. Because I really like Holly Ann, that moment where she dips it low and she's giggling. She's just living her moment. She's living this. All of them are. They have great facial expressions. Here we go. Thank you, Gabrielle Sant. I disagree with the bottom 5 finish for the UK. I think it gives a theater vibe, and the stage does not need to be full to feel full.
Well, don't they have a theater background?
I feel the stage is less full with Spain, as those stairs engulf it all.
Sorry.
Why did you just smack me? I don't understand. But I think with Spain, you have a real sense of dynamism because you start with her on the ground in the black dress, massive train. Then the black dress disappears. She's wearing this really sexy, sparkly number. Then she's on elevated stairs. I feel like there's a real journey from floor to stairs, from black dress to spangly Las Vegas look. I don't know. Spain seems dynamic, and I think dynamism is important, either emotionally or visually.
I was just looking at where I ranked it initially. I've got it at 14. I think this one has probably dropped for me.
Jordan, the Eurovision fan, I want Remember Monday to play on the chandelier. It will make the song so fun. That is a thought. I imagine it's rather hot, though. Lukasz says, I think Poland definitely in the top 10 or even the top 5. I do think there's a path for that.
When she is hanging there, I think she's just a beautiful, beautiful woman. And William had the chance to meet her in person. I think he and Bernardo went, and I wish I had gone instead of taking a nap. But, I mean, they said she was just stunning.
She was remarkable, and that interview premieres tomorrow at 12 o'clock on the Wee Wee Blogs website. YouTube channel. One of my favorite answers from her, I asked her in a RuPaul moment, I said, what would you say to the young woman who sang at Eurovision 30 years ago? And her answer really surprised me.
Did she sing at Eurovision 30 years ago?
She sang at Eurovision in 1995.
I didn't realize that.
She came 18th. Of course, at that time, someone else wrote her song, but this time around, she's been involved in the song, so it's a very different situation. But I don't want to spoil that interview. Tomorrow at 12, it's like 23 minutes. It's very long, and she absolutely kills it. David Nordland, UK is getting 10 points from the juries and 3 from Ireland. So that's 13. There we go. We got 13 points, y'all. We are climbing the scoreboard. This is Beef Pugsley's channel. Beefy Pugsley even. Aren't Remember Monday going to have a set of stairs as a prop too? As you saw 2 more people behind them on stairs on a prop on their goodbye video before leaving for Basel. Okay.
I mean, everybody's got surprises this year.
Maybe they're going to put the chandelier back on the ceiling.
Maybe the chandelier will come from.
Yeah, maybe it will be lowered. Well, we look forward to seeing it. We look forward to seeing it. All right. What other country have we not reviewed? We've done UK. We've done Spain. We've done Switzerland. We've done Germany. We have not done Italy. Italy.
Are you sure we haven't done Italy?
We recorded our reaction to Italy, which is publishing now on the Weeby Blogs YouTube channel, but we have not actually discussed Italy in this live chat. So you guys, do you have thoughts on Lucio Corsi? Oh, sorry. Sparkling water. That was not a burp. Of Italy, please let us know. While you're doing that, I'm going to read this comment from Sylvia. Am I the only one who likes the UK staging? I hope to like it. We will need to see more. Jorge Abisa Salamanca says, Italy. Oh, wow. Jonathan Cavalin says, my skin is immaculate. Tell us your secret. I've got a secret you should know. Come a little close. I'll whisper slow. SPF 50. You got to put on that sunscreen, y'all.
You really don't need more than SPF 30.
SPF 50. You got to put on that sunscreen.
Which brand, William? I think that's what they want.
Boots number 7. It's cheap.
Oh.
I just use Boots number 7. It's very cheap and
in the
it
morning
works.
and at night?
Yes, I wash my face in the morning and at night. Although for years I didn't wash my face, period. For years. No, because at that time, for whatever, no, it's not gross. People have different skin. My skin, I would use water, but I wouldn't use soap. For years. So maybe all the dirt created a barrier of sort of, anyway, I don't know. This is Radhika Sava. Italy is last. I'm sorry. And then David Nordland says, Italy is such a giant dark horse. People are not seeing this being top 5 in the juries. So we have some contrasting opinions there. We want to know what you think. Tell us. Anna Curist says, Italy is my favorite this year. So underrated. Suzanne, why don't you start off by telling us what you think? And I'm just going to say, thank you, Dennis NL. I don't like asthma, but I'm glad you appreciate it.
So let's see. When I did the Wee Wee jury, I had Italy rated at a 5, and it was my number 25. You will hear when our reaction video comes out later that we talk about how there's nothing quite like this. The white face is very cool. There's like a painted on mole on his right cheek. It's if you go back to olden times where you had people performing for the royal courts, you could almost see him there. There's something so vintage and stylish about Lucio that I'm just drawn into. I love his eye contact. I love the passion when he sings. And then the gentlemen singing with him, they are just side by side, both belting it out into the mic, and it's a very endearing moment to hear them sing together. So those are my thoughts, and I'm going to go over here into the chat and pull up some of your thoughts. Oh, Tony Double X, thank you so much for saying I'm gorgeous. I appreciate that. Let's see. Belle says, I'm not feeling Italy at all, although I respect their artistry. Love that you've said you respect their artistry. Thanks for all the hard work, Wee Wee Blogs. Thank you so much, Belle. Aurelian says, Italy, I don't like the song, but nice retro staging. You know, I'm loving that while you all are sharing what you don't like, you're also giving props to the song and sharing what you do like. Let's see. Miguel says he prefers United Kingdom over Italy. Reina Chats 6901. I am not convinced. I cannot fully get the track, the lyrics, but he's an interesting artist and performer. Okay, Gary Larkin, Italy gives me a very creepy feeling. I'm hearing the music, but I don't like the visual performance. I can see how it's a little creepy with the white face, with the sepia. I actually totally love the staging. Let's see. Fran says, Italy stands out from all other songs this year. It's giving David Bowie. I think top 10 is realistic for them. Let's see. Jack Foot. Hello, Jack Foot. Please, 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 William and Suzanne, can you say happy 50th birthday to my fiance, Tiger? He's full of cold and feeling sad. Thank you, Bobo. Well, Tiger, happy 50th birthday. Sending you warm vibes. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays ever as you enter your 51st, or is it your 52nd? 50 makes you, actually, you're entering your 52nd, or is it? I'm so confused. Anyway, journey around the sun. Happy birthday either way. We are so happy that we get to celebrate with you. Jetton says, I think Italy will do really well with the jury, like 8th, and then the televote, like 13th. Laudisio says, Forza Lucio. Well, Amazing Race Kit, you are right. He did not win San Remo. However, he was second, so he was up there. And I do believe everything happens for a reason. Jesse JJ thinks that this is the worst song Italy has had in years. Lovey Minari hopes their staging gets better. And, I'm going to pause on that note because, we used to, I feel like I'm so far away from the table. We used to get to see everything up front. And now that we don't, because we're only seeing, and you all never did, but we did. Now that we're only seeing 30 seconds, we have no idea what really is happening with the staging. So hopefully, Levy, once we see more, it will get better. Floppy icon! Flop icon legend. I'm skipping my Harvard exams for this. Flop icon legend, let me know. I've got to get closer here. So y'all are going to see oh no, I can't move anything. You're now seeing my pajama pants, but I can't move because of the big W. All right, sorry. Flop icon legend. Are you going to be at the Harvard-Yale game this year? I will be at the Harvard-Yale game this year. And if you are attending, I would love to meet our FloppyCon legend. So just send me a DM or something. Let me know if you're going to be there. I will actually be on the Yale side, despite Harvard being William's undergrad alma mater, but I am ordering a new Harvard sweatshirt because literally the Harvard sweatshirt I have is from like the early 2000s when he was in undergrad. Okay. Let's see. Ricardo says, do you guys have a personal favorite? Well, I'm going to answer this. I have no idea what's going on in my apartment or where all of the boys have gone. But anyway, coming into this year, I was really, really digging Ireland's Like a Party, and I do like it. To me, it's just a fun song, and I love that she nostalgically tells the story of her childhood that she learned in school. C'est la vie, Netherlands, was my number 3. It is still up there. But I've got to tell you, Albania has taken over that number 1 spot for me. Albania is giving me chills, and I would love for Albania to win. All right, so thank you for asking. Ricardo, you all are also welcome to share who your favorite is. Helly _888. Italy is serving, I think we want to, it's either, genuineness. I love Lucio's personality. And you're right, it's completely different, Helly, from anything else this year. Malta, 1978. Italy is very low on my list. Another one I just don't understand. Seems to be very popular with other Eurovision fans, but clearly not for you. And that is okay. We are all righted in our opinions. Let's see. Lily Catherine. A song should not need to be translated on screen. Jonathan Cavallin. Yes, Jonathan Cavallin says, Italy is one of the actual good songs of the year, like actual songs and not a commercial Eurovision-y product. And I totally get what you mean when you say that. But when William first introduced me to Eurovision many years ago, it was, oh my gosh, I can't think of his name now. Anyway, Sergei Lazarev and the biceps. Okay, so we moved past that, and the other ones that he was showing me were Conchita Wurst. And before I understood Eurovision, I would look at pictures of William with Conchita, and I was like, oh my gosh, who is this beautiful creature he's with? Or the Poland song with the women churning the butter. Or who's the one, y'all, with the silver outfit that won? Tynna, somebody help me. Silver outfit, crazy song.
Which year?
I don't remember which year. It's been in the last 10 to 12, though. Silver. Okay, anyway. So back to Jonathan Cavalin's Italy is one of the actual good songs. It's not like one of these commercial Eurovision songs. So I think that a lot of what draws people into Eurovision are these crazy songs like Toy, right? Like I was so disappointed that year because I actually really wanted Eleni to win, right? With Fuego. But it is these commercially songs that just kind of draw people in sometimes. So I love this comment from Jonathan Cavalin. Omri Arad says, Italy and Spain are my biggest growers today. Like myself, your ranking is moving around. We'll go to Spain for just a moment since Omri commented on that. Do you think Spain has possibilities of top 10? I personally do not this year, even though I love Melody as a diva. And I love the Spanish fans. Peter, our friend Peter Svala says, Italy is disappointing. I can't help it, but I like the song even less after seeing the staging. And the translated lyrics on screen will not save it. It could totally shock in a negative way. Interesting feedback there. I don't know that I ever love lyrics on screen, even though a lot of times for songs that are sung in their native tongue or multiple languages, I do follow along the lyrics on web. I don't know that I would necessarily want them on screen either. All right, then we come on down to my friend Joe Crook in the UK. Italy was one of my favorites with Lanoia last year, but this year it's easily the weakest Big Five entry for me. Borson81, thank you so much for commenting on my beauty. I get it from my mama. Let's see. Colma 10 says the juries love Italy and Sweden, even if the countries would just offer 3 minutes of silence. That's an interesting take. Queen Duck Double C says Lucio is an amazing singer and artist. I think the subtitles give justice for the song. Also is complimentary, different from other countries because it's simple. That's it. And I think that we are all in agreement that it is very different genre-wise, and I think that it could be a dark horse because of that. Oh, Georgios Michaelakis. Sorry, I'm just going to apologize for slaying your name in a bad way there. Do you think Albania will be top 10? Hell yes. Yes. For Shkodra in top 10. And I'm not just saying it because it's now my number one. I'm saying it because there's just so much depth to this entire song, from the lyrics to the staging, everything about it. If you have not had a chance yet to learn about the legend of Rosafa and the castle, I think we actually did a specific reel on that or something on that. Let's see, Sylvia loved the staging. It's not my cup of tea. Narcissa Karalik Cello Narc. Boy, that's a long and interesting screen name there. Too much hysteric song and person. Oh, sorry, Spain. Okay, that was about Spain. Ricardo, my personal fave right now is Albania, followed by Ireland. Tony X squared. I love Italy this year. I'm not sure how well we're going to do, though. I'm glad you love it. I'm happy to hear someone sending love to Italy because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of love in our chat for Italy. Oh, okay. Let's see. Daisy Duke to Colma. I need to disagree. Italy has never been a jury favorite. Actually, it does better with the televote. Can someone who knows what they're talking about confirm that? All right, Daisy Duke, my brother says it frequently does do well with the juries. However, no doubt you watched it one year where it did not, and we are all right. Okay, let's see. Miguel, the subtitles is an interesting take on the staging as a way to send the message across. I wonder if it will work or not. Also, divisive comments on that. Let's move on to Adamar says, stop overrating Italy, please. Laura says, I'm just not feeling it. Italy could be out of the top 10. Let's see. Ice, is that ice? Yes, it's ice. We hold Italy to a high standard every year. So that's why we're sleeping on this as a community. I think it will do well, however, just not as much as usual, Ice thinks. Well, oh my goodness, Omri, Arad, happy 50th birthday to you. Gosh, your birthday is probably now in 4 minutes. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Omri. Happy birthday to you. I apologize, I never sing, and now you all know why I never sing. All right, but happy birthday, Omri. Thank you so much for joining us. Are you back?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
So we are living in shared accommodation, and there are 4 of us here. And the 2 who sleep in the sitting room, they need to go to bed, sadly.
Oh, I'm like, what's going on?
So we're going to have to wrap this up. However, before we go, and as a final sort of...
make sure I didn't miss any super chats.
Oh, we will do that real quick. I do have a final question. We're going to rate today's Big 6 performances from 6 to 1. So this is important. So why don't you have a think, and I'll read the final super chats.
So, God, who performed today?
So we've actually addressed all of these super chats. Thank you so much. Bernardo, do you want to join us to rank your top 6?
Yeah, y'all go first.
From 6th to... Whoop. Serving Gojo bouncy there. All right.
Or the yoga ball. Who's on the
there-
Hello?
It's Mariana Conte on the yoga ball.
Okay, guys. I think... And we're going to go this way. So 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Why don't you start with your number 6?
That's-
My number 6 is Italy. Should
The
I?
table's shaking again.
Are we going just to do like a quick round?
Yeah, and a quick explanation.
It's like I didn't like the song at Sanremo. I think they had like better options. And I feel like even though the staging was kind of elevated in the 30 seconds that we saw, it's still very much not on par with what
Did
we
we
usually
see France?
Oh, we haven't seen France.
Is it up?
We have not yet seen France. Is it up?
This is the question.
Why is France not up, people? No, France is not up.
So we're not gonna.
We're
no, not
ranking
gonna-
5. Forgive
so
me.
my 5th is Italy. Yeah, even though I feel like it's a bit more polished from what we saw in Sanremo, I think it's still not enough to make this song pop. Although sonically, I would understand if juries reward this with points. I don't see it having like mass appeal with the televote. So no.
We're going
Not
to
for
get Dave Fielding's number 5. He is from the UK.
Thanks for the super chat. Yeah.
For the super chat. Thanks, guys. Great stream. Germany, my top today. UK, my last. And Dave, you're shaking the table, babe.
Oh my, sorry.
Dave,
So
you are
sorry.
a man of my own heart. The UK is also my number 5 today. I just don't think, I'm hoping they have surprises hiding in the remaining 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Because as it stands, even with a large chandelier, it just feels somehow empty. And I feel like something is missing from the song. This is not a slight against the women who are very talented and charismatic, but something's not gelling for me. And that's why it's my number 5. Suzanne.
Oh my gosh, I hate when you all put me on the spot. At 11 o'clock at night, you're putting me on the spot. Bernard, are we going to go for a walk tonight?
Oh my God, no.
Girl, they have to go to
Okay.
bed. Number 5.
Fine. It's... Oh my gosh. You all are really not going to like it when I say this, but I think Germany is actually...
Okay.
You know
Go
what?
ahead.
Nope. Switzerland is my number 5. Germany.
No.
No.
Okay, thank you so
Oh,
much. Do you want to give us your reason for why Switzerland is last?
As beautiful as Zoë Më is, and the song, I'm just not feeling it.
Are we not talking about Germany?
No, she switched.
Oh,
She
oh,
switched
oh, oh,
Switzerland to
oh,
5.
okay.
Thank you so much. You're number 4.
My number 4 is the United Kingdom, much to the reasons that William already explained. I felt like the stage was a bit too empty, even though the girls are vocally almost perfect, right? There's nothing to point on there. Like, the staging really needed to be great to elevate this if there was a chance of making it top 10. With what we've seen, it's a no, but we haven't seen the other 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And that's a fair point for this song. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure the United Kingdom wouldn't put like a chandelier on... oh, God.
France's clip is out. France's
Okay,
clip is out.
okay.
But let's finish our
Let's finish-
rankings.
yeah, and then-
and then we'll look at France after our
Yeah,
rankings.
yeah.
So we'll be concise. My number 5 is Italy.
4.
My number 4 is Italy. I like the look. I like the vintage feel. I like the chemistry. I like 2 men having a platonic relationship, being open with their love, placing their heads next to each other and belting it out. I know this is not, don't touch me. I know this is not a love song. I just like this. I think it's very sweet. And I'm not ranking this 4th as in next to last. I'm ranking this 4th as in 4th from the top. Suzanne. I was giving context.
He just confused.
What's your number 4?
So my number 4 is Germany.
And why?
Gosh, y'all are gonna get tired of hearing me say it. I'm just not feeling it. I do think it needs more energy. I do love the fog. The boom. There's something about the way this boombox looks to me that's so un-boombox. Like, what was that that game show years ago where they would hit the big gong? Okay. Anyway, the boombox to me looks like a round gong thing.
We have a super chat. This is João Pedro Jorge. France is out and it is stuffnong. What does that
What do you
mean?
mean?
Is that Portuguese?
No.
Stuffnong. I don't know what that means,
Me neither.
João Pedro Jorge, but thank you for the super chat. We appreciate that so much.
We're gonna find out what stuff
We're going to find out.
means.
We're going to watch it. Number 3.
Yes.
My number 3 is Spain.
I'm out of
I think she's incredible. Vocally impeccable. You can see she commands the stage like no other. There was no question there. I really like the new outfit. I don't know if the stairs were a nice addition to the staging piece, but we've seen in the corridor. Like, if you don't know, RTV on their webpage released another 30 seconds of their rehearsal on top of what the ABU rehearsed without camera angles, but still you can see a little bit more of the staging, and she's interacting more with the dancers, which was what I like to see. But the stairs just seem like a big distraction, and that's what making this not be in my top 2. Yeah.
Mine. Ooh, shaking the table, honey. My number 3. I'm going Switzerland. I'm going Switzerland, and this is not because it's weak. It's because the top 3 are strong. Switzerland's beautiful. It's like a Dutch Golden Age painting. Can't wait to see more. Suzanne, you're number 3.
My number 3 is United Kingdom. I enjoy their energy. I enjoy their vibe together. The staging is lacking a little bit. I just think Holly Ann and actually all the girls, but they're just the most adorable things I've ever seen. I love their theatrics.
Okay, my number 2.
Oh my God. Sorry. Hot Fia says Suzanne's taste is interesting. Face blue, wide eyes. Face orange, biting nails. Your number 2.
My number 2 is Germany, and the reason I put it so high, it's because we came from absolutely nothing into Coachella concert vibes. That's what I got from here. Even though she wasn't moving a lot in these 30 seconds, she kind of like improved the vocals, and clearly you can see Germany made some investment in terms of staging. So really, I would say that this was the most improved act that we've seen today. Yeah.
João Pedro Jorge has, I am so tired.
You want to stay stunning instead of whatever.
Has clarified. Yeah. He wanted to say stunning. Thank you, João Pedro Jorge. France is stunning. We're going to find out in a second.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Spain. It's my guilty pleasure. Well, not even guilty pleasure. I just enjoy it. It's fun. It's camp. It's entertainment. It's OTT. It's Diva. And I love her personality. Suzanne.
Can I just say ditto?
Fine. Bernardo, who is your number 1?
My number 1 is Switzerland. Musically, sonically, visually, it looks like a movie. The cinematography is like, it's top notch for TV entertainment. I'm so excited to see the other 2.5 minutes, the 25 seconds that they released. It's just like impeccable in terms of lighting, everything really. And vocally, she was like on point. It sounded like the studio cut. I love the song. Personally, it's on my top 10 of songs for this year. It's just like, I'm really excited to see. I don't want Switzerland to win again because I don't have the money to come here 2 years in a row. But it would be deserved. It would actually be deserved.
My number 1 of the 5 we've seen is Germany. I love it. I think the voice is fine because it fits the song. You don't need Celine Dion vocals when you're performing at a dirty club in Berlin. This is going for Coachella, dirty club in Berlin, etc. It's a mood. It's a vibe. It looks good. It's actually artistic. This is actually elevated dirt, and I mean that as a compliment. They're not going for just dirty club. They're going for elevated dirty club. There's production here. It's catchy. I love the white strobes. She has a sheet and gives us a silhouette while her brother is playing an illuminated string instrument. That is so Eurovision. It's ticking all the boxes for me. Suzanne.
Y'all are not going to like what I say, but there's clearly only one left. So chat, don't beat me up. Italy today is actually my number 1. Someone said that the whole sepia look and feel was creepy. I actually love it, but I think what I love most is when they come into the mic together and they are just passionately singing their song. I am not bothered by the subtitles.
All
Do you know what Germany reminds me of?
Tell me.
Dua Lipa at the beginning of her career.
Oh my
She was giving nothing, but everyone was going nuts
I
about
loved
her.
Hotter Than
Didn't you do an interview with Dua Lipa at the beginning of her
stop,
career?
Stop. Sorry. Now the sound will be back. Sorry, what were you asking?
I was saying, like, didn't you interview Dua Lipa at the beginning of her career?
Oh yes, for Billboard magazine. Actually, it was
true,
one of her
right?
first profiles in the U.S. and she was great. She was deep, but she had already been something of a figure in the U.K. And so that's why the American magazine was like, "Oh, do you want to interview her?" Because she was already a thing.
And then after that, she blew up.
She blew up. Well, not because of that, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Indeed.
William
Yeah,
Adams.
that was a fun article. She was really nice. But look, France is here. So we need to turn to France. You can pull this up on the Eurovision Facebook or the Instagram as we're about to. Do you have it? She is wearing one of my headphones.
Oh, no worries. I can just look at it.
Okay, so we are going to pull this up and then we'll switch headphones so you can hear. Okay. Hitting Soleil. Oh my God. It's like Dune.
Where's the sandworm?
Wait, is that going to go in her mouth? No, it's really dangerous.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Is that all done with lighting?
How is she
No,
doing
no,
that?
No. This
It's
is
not real
falling on her.
sand.
Look, it's going in her face. In her Wow. It's bothering her, though. You can tell.
This is like Lorene all over again.
Hold on,
I
I'm
love
so
it.
confused.
We're
I thought this was all
Can
done
he
with
take an
lighting
earphone?
effects.
So he's going to listen with audio now.
Just so I can.
This
Well,
is...
the vocals are always impeccable.
It's almost like sparks flying into her back. What if she swallowed the sand?
Is there really sand there?
It's on her hair. It's on her face. It's in her hands. How did they do that?
Clearly, they can't do this with water. So the only way they can do this is with sand. And a sandbox.
What if it goes in her throat? That is going to be absolutely... Can I grab the headphone?
Yeah, sure.
That's going to be crazy. You guys, we're going to pull up your comments.
Disneyland Paris 2026. Who said that?
You know what's so funny? When I went to Euro Disney with my sister, actually, in the summer of 2003, I was looking for...
Another college trip that I just kind of followed.
I was looking for Cinderella, and I found her.
Smoking!
She was smoking in a corner. The lady, she was behind the pizza bar. She was smoking.
In Orlando, Florida, she'd be fired on the spot.
Only Disney where everybody wasn't smiling.
But because it's France, she kept her job.
I was dying. Now here we go. Harry says, please someone tell Louane what to do with her hands.
It's very difficult. It's raining dirt on her.
Literally, they've taken a dump truck and they were
like, this is our staging for 2025.
And they've made her cope. She's doing amazing. Lucas says, oh my God, France's clip, I'm crying because it's the first time since 2021 I feel we can win Eurovision.
That's
wow.
so sweet.
That's powerful, Lucas Charassier.
Clearly, Lucas is not crying because dirt went into his eyes.
Yeah,
girl.
I don't know how she's doing that. She does look slightly, like you saw it on her lip. Okay,
Do you remember when
Lorene swallowed
in the
snow
in the jury show?
and
she still
it
won it.
was the biggest. Everyone thought, "Oh my God,
She's gonna lose."
Yeah,
and then she won it in a landslide.
This is Eli ATA. Okay, I've just seen France. I love it, but it seems like the sand is bothering her. But we should remember, this is why we have rehearsal, right? We're shaking the table. That's why we have rehearsal, right? So we can practice, so we can get the sand placement just right. We can battle with elements. You better believe she's going to have so much adrenaline on the night of the final that sand is not going to bother our girl.
And if it bothers her, they will just reduce the intensity. Less dirt.
Yeah.
Less dirt.
Jeffrey Tebble says, where is France? Jeffrey, France is in Western Europe. Thank you. I'm just kidding. The clip is up. And
Eurogram.
It's on the Eurovision Instagram.
And here we go. This is Musim Makeup, Paris 2026 indeed, I hope.
Oh, please, Paris, no. Girl, there are so many beautiful cities in France.
Hey, let's go to Grenoble.
Let's go to Marseille.
Ivatar CA says the time it will take to clean the stage, it's giving the last performance in the final.
Actually, if you look
oh my gosh.
at the floor, it looks like they have like
a tarp or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they must do. And remember when Jedward had their tiny kids' watering pool? That had tarp on the floor.
That was before my Eurovision time.
As well. Peter said her vocals are firm. Absolutely.
I agree. Yeah.
This is Rebecca Ed. Chat rank France in the auto Q top 6. Oh, she's asking for all of you in the chat. Please rank France in the automatic qualifiers top 6.
Number
1 to 6. Oh, I'd put it 1. I'd put it 1, absolutely. Peter Svala, William, it really is dangerous if a piece of sand got in her throat while singing.
This is true.
It is. It absolutely is.
But you can always use Helvetia's first aid kit.
Yes, your Swiss insurer. I do wonder if they coat her mouth or throat with something before.
I'll doubt it.
Like a very thick grape juice. But it will take I have no idea. We need to interview her and we will find out.
A thick grape juice.
Conquest of Space says,
Like wine?
why is France always insisting on making their artists do uncomfortable staging?
Because they want to win.
Pushing people out of the comfort zone. We all
Louane
need to be
last year wasn't
challenged.
uncomfortable.
We
But
all need to be challenged.
This girl has been through the ringer. She was like hanging on Stade de France, or like holding for dear life, and now she's about to ingest some dirt in the Eurovision stage.
It's not dirt, it's sand.
If she wins,
Saba, is that you?
no, listen, girl. If she wins, and they're gonna like put her on a tightrope over the, how can they up the stakes any higher? Lee Korn says the French delegation said that it is only real sand.
You can still die from it.
Where did they get all this sand?
Die? Where is all of this coming from? Like, do you hate the beach?
They called Mika Newton Sand Lady. They called Oda Anabescu
girl,
Sand Lady.
Anna Adobesco got a gig at the Eurovision movie because of that sand.
She killed it. But Sylvia Del Val does not agree. She says, I'm sorry, but France is not good. Oh, I love this.
I'm hot all of a sudden.
And the rankings are coming in. Nika Pai says 2. Na says 5. Reina Chat 6901 says 2. Martin Zimmerman says 3. Germany 1. Joao Pedro Jorge says Nice 2026. Abigail Giordano says France number 1. And then Critique Music bottom 5. all over the place. But look, this is exciting.
Saba walked so Louane could.
Well, more like Saba walked so Louane could stand in place while they dumped sand on her. No, I'm just kidding. It's incredible. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Visually, it's interesting.
We should really film a reaction, but it's so late. We might need to do it in the morning. It's real late. It's real late. And I'm real sleepy. But listen, you guys, we are going to say bon nuit from the House of Helvetia. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving us dreams of Bordeaux 2026, Adrienne Gauthier. Thank you, Alcoholic, for saying the first few seconds look like she has explosive diarrhea.
What?
Nobody said that.
Let me tell you, the only time we have ever had explosive diarrhea during Eurovision was in Turin.
No, Alcoholic.
2022.
It did look like sparks behind her.
In our apartment when William was in the bathroom.
It's a Floppy
Sinan,
Con legend
please.
says, Suzanne, can you please leave the diarrhea humor to the chat? Thank you so much. Are y'all streaming the turquoise carpet this year? It's banned.
It's banned.
We're sorry, Floppy Con. The
did
EBU
Flop Icon say
have
he was gonna be at the
banned.
Harvard Yale game?
They have banned live streaming from.
But we will do some interviews and some conversations.
We'll do interviews though. Don't
And
worry.
tomorrow,
Things will happen.
The live stream tomorrow is going to be about what?
What are we talking
The
about?
fashion hunt.
There we go.
Tomorrow evening, we will discuss the looks from the turquoise carpet and any tidbits that the artists give us. So do come back. I think it's time to wrap this
Let
up.
me just give everyone a rundown
Oh,
of the countries that are going to join us at the Helvetia Lounge on Monday. Tomorrow, because it's the carpet, we will not be running our residency. But on Monday, it's a packed one, y'all.
1 second. Jordan C says
Oh.
most of the big five will be at the bottom.
That's an interesting take.
I certainly, let me go through my head. I see at least, well, I do see one in the bottom 5. Please continue.
So on Monday, if you're in Basel, and we hope you are, come early to House of Helvetia. We're going to have Austria at 12, followed by Malta at 1 o'clock, Germany at 2 o'clock, and we're finishing the day with Greece at 3 o'clock. So it's going to be packed.
It's going to be crazy. That is like 4 huge fan favorites back to back to back. Baby got back. Wee got back. Louane got sparks flying off her back in the sand, y'all. In the sand, y'all. In the sand. In any case.
San Marino 2026 entry.
Yes, indeed. That is the grand unveiling of Total Slayage.
William Lee Adams and featuring Devin Adaremi.
But listen, guys, thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow. Be sure to check out our interview with Justyna Stechkowska, or as I used to say, Justyna Stechkowska, at 12 o'clock on the Weeby Blogs YouTube channel. We also have uploaded live performances of all the acts at Nordic Night. Those are now available on our channel. We have pre-recorded reactions to 5 of the 6 automatic qualifiers on our YouTube channel now. Those are all live. And we have our 4 interviews from today's session of House of Helvetia: Croatia, Albania, Luxembourg, and Portugal.
As well as an acoustic performance from Napa. And you can also see Tommy Cash going crazy at the Nordic Party, both at our TikTok and Instagram. So go there and
it'll be on YouTube in a minute. I'm going to upload it now. So there are at least 2 hours of videos for you to watch if you need more content. All right. So good night from us. See you later.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Turquoise
See
carpet.
you.
Bye.
See you.